Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ivan, and let's get right into it. Men, Donald Trump's will make you a millionaire. Now you might be wondering, how can Donald Trump make me a millionaire? And it's really simple. I just want to get one thing straight before we get right into it. This is strictly financial. This is not a political video. Honestly, I don't care who you vote for. From one American citizen to another, I trust you to make the best decision for you and your family. So with that out the way, let's get right into why I think Donald Trump will make you a millionaire. During his first presidency, Donald Trump enacted the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, which saved the average American $900. Now, this Tax Cuts and Jobs Act is highly criticized because it also saved billionaires $61,000. However, the discrepancy between the two numbers might be large, but it's really irrelevant because if you're a billionaire, what's $61,000 a year to you? That's nothing. You spend that on tips to your servers and waitresses at luxury 5-star restaurants in New York and Los Angeles on a yearly basis. That's nothing. For the average American making $55,000 a year, $900 is the equivalent of almost 1 week's worth of work. So with that in mind, $900 equates to $75 a month, right? So $900 a year equals $75 a month because you divide that by 12. Now, you might think to yourself, what can I do with $75 a month? That's simple. If you bust out your calculator, specifically your compound interest calculator, and you can find those for free on the internet, you're going to take $75 and you're going to match that. So out of your own pocket, $75 plus the $75 that you save in the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, money that you're saving, not paying to the government, and you're going to have $150 a month, right? You're going to invest that. The average return in the stock market over the last 100 years has been 10%. So if you make it of something like mandatory that I must invest this $150 a month, over the next 38 years, that money's going to compound and compound and compound. And before you know it, you're going to have $1 million. Now, this is assuming that Donald Trump does not pass any new tax cuts and tax savings for you and your family. Just the ones that already exist, although they are set to expire at the end of next year. So the government really does have to make a decision on that. But I just wanted to get on here and let you know that it is possible. $150 a month can make you into a millionaire in 38 years, which I know is a long time, right? But if you really think about it, you're still going to need money a year from now, 10 years from now, 38 years from now. And the younger you start, the sooner that you're going to see that $1 million come through. So I really encourage you to put that work in. And what do I mean when I say put that work in? So you really want to work on finding stocks, like a basket of stocks. I would recommend somewhere in the neighborhood of between 3 and 5 stocks. You could go with the big players, Apple, Nvidia, Tesla, Netflix. If you don't have any idea where to start, I already made a video on stock market investing in 2024 for beginners, so I highly encourage you to check that out. But if you don't want to check that out, if you want to keep it simple, sweet and simple, then I recommend just buying the ETF SPY, the spider. And the reason why is because it is an ETF that is linked to the S&P 500. The S&P 500, think of it, it's basically an index. So think of it as a basket of 500 stocks, 500 of the best stocks in the United States economy. But the stock market also has companies listed on the exchanges from other places. So from China, from Australia. So really you're looking at 500 best companies in the entire planet are listed on that. And that average return of 10% per year is exactly that, just an average. So some years it'll be more, some years it'll be less. Some years it'll be 20, 23, 25%. Other years it could be negative, it could go red. And during those red years, during those negative years, I highly encourage you to invest more than the 150 that I just talked about. And the reason why is because multiple times, so I've been a participant in the markets since 2018, professionally, full time. And over the course of those 7 years, 7 years, 2 years have been really, really bad. 2018 and 2022. Both years, people were like, oh, the sky is falling, the sky is falling. The sky didn't fall. The only thing that happened was that you got a phenomenal opportunity to buy low, to buy these stocks for cheap. So I encourage you to do that. Buy stocks for cheap. And that way, you'll be able to reap the rewards even faster because they're cheaper. Stocks always recover. They've always recovered from 2022. We've recovered the 2022 lows. We've recovered. And now in 2024, we're making new highs on a regular basis. So with that in mind, I'm really hoping that we can get some more tax cuts so we can get some more money to put and buy stocks and get richer even faster, make that million even quicker. But like I said, at the end of the day, this is strictly a video about finances and, you know, me trying to help you, trying to give you some game as to how to make a little bit of money, how to make $1 million with that compound interest, which is referred to as the 8th wonder of the world, right? So you really have to commit every month. Just make it like a monthly bill that you have to pay, like the way you have to pay your rent, the way you have to buy food, right? You're gonna buy food every month from now to the day you die. Do the same with stocks. It's exactly the same. And if you also include dividend paying stocks, which I plan on making a video about that soon, you're gonna actually be compounding even more because you can take the money that those dividends pay and use it to buy even more stocks and get even more dividends and get even more growth from that asset that you are acquiring, that you are putting away for your future. So with that in mind, just want to say thank you. If you disagree with me, let me know in the comments. I'd really like to hear your opinions respectfully, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.